Good morning, students. Once again, I welcome you for this new academic year. Students, how are you? I hope you are safe and good. So far, we have learnt about matters in terms of atoms and molecules. I hope you have understood about atoms and molecules. And today, we are going to learn the second part of the lesson, that is mole concept. In this, macroscopic samples containing enormous number of atoms. This slide shows a chalk dust containing large number of atoms. The pair, the dozen. So these are the familiar units. This slide shows a pair means 2, a dozen means 12. Chemists measure atoms and molecules in moles. 1 mole is 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 of anything. Mole denotes a number of particles. So a mole is the amount of substance that contains as many elementary entities as there are atoms in exactly 12 gram of carbon 12 isotope. This slide shows that 1 mole of carbon 12 is equal to 12 gram carbon, which has 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 carbon atoms. Likewise, 1 mole of copper, which is equal to 63.5 gram of copper, which has 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 copper atoms. So 12 gram is equal to 63.5 because they both have equal number of atoms, that is 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. 1 mole of banana, that is equal to 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. 1 mole of grapes, that is equal to 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. From this you can understand what is mole. 1 mole means 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 of anything, any matter. This is Amedeo Avogadro. He proposed the value 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. That is Avogadro number. This is called Avogadro number. The Avogadro number is denoted by Na, that is equal to 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 per mole. Next we are going to see molar mass. What is molar mass? 1 mole of any element contains 6.023 into 23 atoms. 1 mole of any matter contains 6.023 into 10 to the power 23 molecules. This slide shows how to calculate the molar mass of carbon dioxide. In this, you are seeing the carbon dioxide molecular formula CO2. The molar mass of carbon is 12 and molar mass of oxygen is 32. Oxygen molecule is 32. So 12 plus 32 is equal to 44 gram per mole. So this is the molar mass of carbon dioxide. This is one more example. Molar mass of water molecule. How do we calculate molar mass of water molecule? You know that this is the triatomic molecule. You have learnt already. There are 2 hydrogen atom and 1 oxygen atom. What is the molar mass of hydrogen? 1. So 2 into 1 2. And what is the molar mass of oxygen? That is 16. So 2 plus 16 is equal to 18. So this is the molar mass of water molecule. Okay, next we are going to see molar volume. The mole of any gas occupies 22.4 liter or 22,400 milliliter at standard temperature and pressure is called molar volume. 1 mole of any gas in the sense helium or nitrogen or oxygen or chlorine, any gas which occupies the volume 22.4 liter, then it is called molar volume. So this slide clearly shows you what is molar volume. Next we are going to learn how to calculate the number of moles. How to calculate the number of moles? Number of moles can be calculated by various formula. The first one is mass divided by atomic mass or molar mass. So mass can be divided either by atomic mass or molar mass. We can find out moles. If the number of atoms or molecules is divided by Avogadro number, that is 6.023 into 10 to the power 23, we can get the number of moles. Next, we are going to learn percentage composition. What is percentage composition? Percentage composition of a compound gives the amount of each element present in it. For example, the percentage composition of hydrogen in water, the percentage composition of oxygen in water is shown here. How do we calculate the percentage of hydrogen in water? First, we have to find out the molar mass of water, that you have learnt already. The molar mass of water is 18 gram. In this, the mass of hydrogen is 2. So, the 2 divided by 18 into 100, you get the percentage mass of hydrogen. Mass percentage of hydrogen, that is 11.11 percentage. In the same way, you can calculate the mass percentage of oxygen. In water molecule, the molar mass of oxygen is 16, that is divided by 18 into 100, will get 88.98 percentage. In this way, we can easily calculate the mass percentage of any element of a compound. Next, we are going to see Avogadro hypothesis. This is Avogadro law. Equal volume of all gases under similar condition of temperature and pressure contain equal number of molecules. You know, the atoms are various in size. Isn't it? The atoms are various in size. Even though they are various in size, the equal volume of all gases under similar condition of temperature and pressure contain equal number of molecules. Then you are going to learn the applications of Avogadro's law. What are the applications? What are the uses? It explains Gay-Lussac law. The first one is it explains Gay-Lussac's law. And the second one is it helps in the determination of atomicity of gases. You know atomicity. The third one is the molecular formula of gases can be derived from using Avogadro law. The fourth one is you can determine the relationship between molecular mass and vapor density. And also it helps to determine the gram molar volume of all gases. Next, we are going to learn the fourth application, that is how to relate between molecular mass and vapor density. This is the important 5-mark question. How to relate vapor density and molecular mass. What is vapor density? The ratio of the mass of the given volume of gas or vapor to the mass of an equal volume of hydrogen. Here we are taking hydrogen is the standard one because this is the lightest gas. The atomic mass is 1. Next we are going to learn vapor density. What is vapor density? Vapor density means the ratio of mass of certain volume of gas or vapor to the mass of an equal volume of hydrogen. So now we are going to relate these two. First step is mass or weight. N molecules of gas or vapor, that is divided by mass of N molecule of hydrogen. Consider N is equal to 1. Then mass of 1 molecule of gas or vapor at STP divided by mass of 1 molecule of hydrogen. Mass or weight, they are same. You know very well 1 molecule of hydrogen means 2 atom of hydrogen atom. 1 molecule of hydrogen contains 2 atom of hydrogen, isn't it? So you can replace mass of 1 molecule of hydrogen into mass of 2 atom of hydrogen. And you also very well known about the atomic mass of hydrogen. What is the atomic mass of hydrogen? 1. So here 2 into mass of 1 atom of hydrogen. Now the mass of 1 molecule of gas or vapor at STP is divided by mass of 1 atom of hydrogen. So 2 into 1 you get 2. So vapor density is equal to relative molecular mass divided by 2. So 2 into vapor density is equal to relative molecular mass of a gas. So this is the relationship between vapor density and molecular mass. This is the very important 5 mark question. So I have finished the first lesson. The questions will be asked to find out the molecular mass, to find out the number of moles, to find out the percentage calculation. Okay, so certain questions are given in the slide. The first question is define atomicity. The second question is what is molar volume of gas. The third one is give the salient features of modern atomic theory. The fourth one is derive the relationship between relative molecular mass and vapor density. And the fifth one is calculate the number of moles in 27 gram of aluminium. I hope you will understand the lesson and you can able to answer these questions. Thank you, children.